So, hello world, welcome to another episode of Blind Football Conversations. So today we are interacting with one of our players. He plays for Red Angels Blind Football Club and is their captain. He's called Ssemakula Rashid and AKA he calls himself the Blind Messi. So Ssemakula,
Yes.
thank you for welcoming us to your residence. So introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you, sir. Hello, everyone. I'm Ssemakula Rashid, the captain for blind club called the Red Angels. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
So with your introduction, when for starters, where did you study from? How did you begin, or how did the interest for blind football
Okay.
come about? Yeah.
Okay, so let me begin from my childhood. Actually, I became blind at the age of 5 years. Yeah, I became blind when I was so young. So all my life, I was studied in the schools of group with the special needs. Like my primary, I studied from Salama School for the Blind, from P1 to P7. So from Salama School for the Blind, I went to Madeira Secondary School for the Blind, Soroti, from senior to senior 6. So I joined the campus in 2018. I did a bachelor's degree in community psychology. So from 2018, I graduated in 2022. That's when I graduated from Makerere University. And that's when I joined blind football. Actually, blind football started in 2021. Yeah.
So about your lifestyle, how was your upbringing at home?
Actually, like at first when I became blind, my parent, my mom, because my dad died long time. My dad died when I was still in the womb, when I was not yet born. So when I became blind, my mom was so scared. I went everywhere, the hospital, but things failed. They used to check my eyes, but they failed to see what was the problem, because they were saying my eyes are clear. So even them, they didn't know the problem, what happened to my eyes. So they told my mom, you take him to blind school, to schools for the blind. So my mom took me to Salama for the blind. And my life has been not so bad because I got a sponsor from there who's to support me in financial issues like fees, what. So that's all about my life.
Okay. So you seem to be, you had a sponsor in life who helped you. So if it comes to other, in terms of your upbringing at home, did you have challenges, or were you discriminated, or were you looked at in a bad way? And how did you, when you became blind, how did you start to cope up with the community?
Actually, at first when I became blind, since I was young, my fellow kids actually used like to tease me around. They used to come, they used to come like teasing you. They used to like this. Like test you whether you can see them. They used to bring colors and they used to tell you which color is this, what is this. Even sometimes you can be moving with them. They used to leave me somewhere there, that to see really that can you come back alone. So they used to pull me around, but later they got used to me. They realized that really I can't see. They became my friends. So I coped up they coped up with my situation actually. Up to now, yeah.
So in terms of support, did you go for any psychological support, or you just had a mechanism of dealing with everything? How did you deal or cope up with the world?
Actually, when I went to school, when I became blind at first, I thought I was the only one who was blind. But when I went to school, Salma School for the Blind, I found very many students who were blind. So I just coped up with. I said I'm not here alone. Since I'm not here alone, people are there who are visually impaired. So that's when I consult myself and I said, let me just accept I'm blind and let me cope up with the situation. Since I saw very many students who were like me by that time. Yeah.
Okay, so that's wonderful. Anyway, so in terms of your social life,
Yes.
are you employed anywhere? Are you working with any organization or company?
I'm not yet employed, but I have some. But I'm just a business. I have my small business I'm doing. I sell I'm a businessman. Like I sell some products like Irish, matoke. That's the business I'm running right now. But as well as looking for jobs. Yeah.
Okay, that's a great thing. So in terms of social living as well,
Yes.
how have you had easy access to some amenities like in Ugandan setting? Maybe in terms of getting a bank account, you know how visually impaired persons normally complain of having bank accounts.
Yeah.
Has it been easy for you getting a national ID, getting such government or some support things that we need other people use, which you also have to use in your daily operations?
Yeah, I got some problem with a certain bank, which I'm not going to mention. I don't know whether it is.
It's okay because this is part of review.
Okay.
It helps them to understand that they have to be accommodative.
I got a problem with the central bank. I opened up my account with central bank, so I requested for mobile banking or ATM. They told me since you are blind, we can't give you ATM or we can't register you on mobile banking because they'll steal your money. What you be coming here on the reception, we just signing for your money whenever you want to withdraw. You come and sign, but we can't give you ATM or registering you on mobile banking. So I was so I was not happy with that decision, but I just okay. Let me just leave them since they're just not aware. They're not aware that I can also use a phone. I can use those the ATM. So I was so disappointed with them. Yeah.
So how about the national ID?
National ID, I wasn't disturbed. I got my national ID from Soroti in secondary school, so that one they didn't disturb me. But the only thing on the national ID, since you are visually impaired, they put unable to sign on your national ID, which affected me somewhere. I was registering my business, so they told me on your national ID they are saying you are unable to sign, so you need to get a lawyer, to get the certificate, business certificate. So that also affects us actually. Putting on national ID that unable to sign is not good. Since I can sign.
Okay.
Yes.
How about in terms of, have you ever participated in the electoral process? How has it been, the experience for you?
Yes, I've ever participated in electoral issues. So like, they, always they direct us to go with our PAs, personal assistants. So if you go with your personal assistant, you like just put your thumbprint on the person you want to vote using your PA. So even there, we are not so disturbed.
Okay. So away from that, what inspired you to engage in blind football for starters? Let's now dive in the journey for blind football. What inspired you?
Okay, with the blind football, what inspired me actually, I had a talent. Actually, for me, even before losing my sight, I used to play when I was young. I had a talent of football. So when I became blind, at first I thought my talent has perished. But God helped me again when I became blind. So for broad what blind football, started blind football, of which I thought that my talent had gone. But what inspired me, when I went to Salama School for the Blind, they had the balls. They had the balls. We used to play, but not profession. It wasn't a profession. We just to play our things. Just we divide yourself and you play. So even when I went to secondary, balls were there. I used to play, but when we study professional games, playing professionally with the rules, what. So I just continued with my talent because the talent was already there before. I had the talent before. Yeah.
That's inspiring, anyway.
Yes.
So about in terms of learning,
Yes.
how was it? Because it was a transition from the amateur
Yes.
or the non-professional format you were playing in, and then now to a new and professional format. How was the learning curve?
Actually, with the professional format, because before we did not want to put on eye shades, but in the professional form, we put on eye shades. Even if you are blind, even if you are totally blind, and you put on eye shade, there is a way it disturbs you. There is a way you lose mobility somehow because of that eye shade. So before we not put on eye shade, but I'm learning playing with the eye shade. In a professional manner, I've learned how to play with the eye shade. I've learned rules, and I've learned playing with the systems. Or how can I say systems? The system, you play the system, you maintain your position. That's playing with the system. That's what I've learned in the professional form. We have a coach. Who is a coach as us, but before we did not do like to train with the coaches, but in the professional form we have a coach who trains us all the time. Yeah.
Okay. So how does blind football differ from regular football in terms of rules and the game play?
What amazes me with the blind football, actually we don't have offsides. In the blind football we don't have offsides. We don't have throw-ins. Like in blind football, we are 5 aside. Again, with this regular football, there are 11 out of 11. And for us, our rules in blind football, uh, like what I can say with the blind football, our surface is not so large, not so big like these big stadiums. Ours is somehow, is it 40 meters? Ours is small. The turf we use, the stadium we use, not so big like this one of the sighted ones. Yeah, and our goalkeepers are always sighted. Yes.
Okay. So can you describe the team dynamics and how communication works on the field? Because you have already said
Yes.
you wear eye shades or you cover your eyes with blindfolds. So can you describe the team dynamics and communication on the field?
With the blind football, we need the communication. So like in blind football, communication is so good, so important, because if you don't communicate, meaning you are going to knock each other, you're going to knock yourselves. So if I have the ball, like I'm the one having the ball, my opponent is coming to attack me. He has to say voy. That helps me to hear where he is. I can dodge him, or I can pass the ball to my teammate. So if he doesn't say voy and he knocks me, that is a foul already. That is a foul. And the communication is important in very many ways. If you have the ball, you want to sing your fellow teammate. Your fellow teammate, he communicates in such a way that he says, "Give me the ball, I'm this side. Pass this side." So you are able to hear him where he is and pass the ball to him. So communication is so important in blind football. Because remember, we are all not seeing, so we have to keep on talking in the field.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the training and preparation.
Yes.
What does a typical training session look like for you or your team?
Actually, our training session is so good because when we are training, what we train, we apply the skills we have been training. We apply them in a real match. And when we are training, we become fit. So we become fit. It is very hard, like, to get tired quickly. Like, we have that resilience. If you train every day, it helps you to what? To become fit. It is very hard to get tired in 10 minutes. You can even play 3 consecutive games when you aren't tired because you are fit. You train all the time.
How does it look like?
Our training session, we have 2 sessions in our training. We first go for fitness session. Fitness, we make, how can I say, tactics of becoming fit.
Strength and conditioning, you mean?
Yeah, strength and conditioning, yeah. So that one, we do it like for 40 minutes, or for 1 hour. Then after that fitness session, we go for game situation. Game situation is now this real situation, how you play football on the field. We play how to defend, how to score goals, and communication, and improving on our communication in the game situation. So that's our training was, yeah.
Okay. And then my next question would be, are there specific drills or exercises that help you to develop the awareness and coordination? Are there specific drills you do?
Yeah, we also have drills, like controlling the balls in your legs, how to control the balls in your legs. which like how to how do you make your legs flexible? Like how can you control the ball in your legs, not to go away from you? How to dodge? Like how can apart from like controlling the balls in your legs, we have also the drill free kick, how to take a free kicks, penalties, how to take a penalties, free kicks, corner kicks. How can you like beat the opponents in the free kicks? How can you take free kicks? In case there is a wall there, they put the wall there, so the ball is here. How can you make sure that you can score? You can kick that ball and it jumps the wall and it goes up and you score the goal. We have all those drills.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how do you keep yourself physically and mentally prepared for competition?
Actually, when we have competitions, actually, I make sure if I would train, okay, if we have the match, or we are meeting with 1 week, I make sure I train for 5 days. 5 days before the match. So next day, I rest. 1 day to the match. I rest. I have enough sleep. I make sure I sleep early, very early. I make sure I have enough sleep, and I make sure I rest 1 day before the what? 1 day to the match. So this helps me that if I go to the real match, I'm fresh and fit for the match.
Okay. So, I believe there is nothing that can happen without challenges. So,
Yes.
what are some of the biggest challenges you have faced as a blind football athlete?
One of the challenge I've faced. One of the challenge I've faced. At first, in blind football, I wanted to make a team at first, but it wasn't easy to get teammates that I can play with. It wasn't so easy, so that was a challenge, getting teammates to play with, because we had to make teams, but getting teammates to play with wasn't easy. To convince people that come we play together, what it wasn't easy. Another challenge, sometimes it is transport issues. Transport issues. You have a match somewhere, but transport to reach there might be a problem. And another issue, another challenge, since we use ears sometimes, when you are in the field, you are playing, but there's no way how you can control the spectators. You understand? Spectators, they are all excited. They are shouting. So if they shout, you may not. It may not be easy to hear the sound of the ball. So also that it might be a challenge somehow when you're playing.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how about equipment? Are you having all the necessary equipment you use in the game?
With the equipments, but that's also a challenge. Challenge of equipments. Like shin guards. There is a guard that protect the knee. We don't have some equipments like the shin guards.
Knee guards.
Knee guards, by the way. Knee guards. equipments like shoes.
Mm.
We don't have the like how can I say the professional shoes or the shoes they used to for playing good shoes actually or fair plays, good fair plays. Don't have good fair plays. You can find each team member is just put on sample they even use the school shoes. These shoes that they use for going for school, these black shoes. So you find some teammates are using that one, others are using the shoes that are not yet accepted. You understand? So even the shoes is somehow a challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have cited a number of challenges,
Yeah.
and they may be genuine in nature. So on the pitch and off the pitch, how have you tried to deal with them? To handle these challenges on the pitch and off the pitch.
On the pitch, actually on the pitch, like the issues of equipments, sometimes our coach solicits for like fights hard, or he sacrifices himself. You understand? He sacrifices himself. And he gets for us some equipments. Some equipments we use sometimes. So if we get some equipments like jerseys, like guards, which I may say they are not of what of quality like the way those outside players use, but they also help us on the pitch when we are on the pitch. So with the challenge of shoes, that don't just play the way we are with the shoes we have. So that problem is not yet solved. So now off the pitch, challenge over the pitch, I just cope up with them. I just cope up with the challenges. I just endure with them.
Are the pitches accessible to you as a visually impaired person?
They are not accessible. We also have a challenge of pitches, by the way, because in Kampala, every pitch you use, you have to pay. You have to pay, and the others, they don't, like, they are not accessible. They're not accessible, or they're not accommodative to our situation. You may find a pitch, it has barbed wires all over, of which we are not sighted. So the pitches are not accessible. We also have that challenge of having a pitch. Yeah.
So how about the off pitch issue you talked about of transportation? How do you cope up with it? How do you deal with it?
Transportation.
Yeah. From the pitch to the pitch, how do you deal with it? Where do you get the money to transport you? Or how do you move?
Sometimes we just burden our coach. We just burden our coach. We just cry for him, and he gives us some money for transport, or which also sometimes may not have him, but he may just borrow also somewhere and cater for us. Yeah, and cater for us for transport. Yes.
Okay. So, our next question, are there any misconceptions when people see you? Are there any misconceptions that you normally face when they see you playing?
Yeah, because right now, many people, they are always surprised whenever they see us playing football. they are over around the pitch. They want to see how the blind person plays football. We leave them wondering, just wondering. So because even I talk to some people, I told them, for me, I can play football. They argue. They say, for you, are not blind. You are blind. How can you play football? I first showed them my videos to accept, but it is very hard people to accept that even a blind person can play football. If you have not showed them in the videos, they can't even accept. They say, you are blind, how can you play? You have to explain. The ball has sounds. We follow the sounds. It has some shakers inside. We play like this and this. So they have to first see by themselves to accept that we can also play football. Yes.
Wonderful then.
Yeah.
So how do you like blind football? Like, how do you think blind football is changing the perspectives about disabled sport?
By the way,
the perceptions
yes.
about disabled sport, how is it changing it?
Actually, blind football has changed a lot of people's perception. It has changed people's perception in which way? Many people think a disabled person can't do anything, can't play any game. But whenever they see us playing, actually, they always even admire us. You understand? They admire us. They make us their friends. They make sure you become their friend after seeing you playing. But before, even the same people who used to neglect you, if they see you playing football, again, they want to come closer to you. They want to make you their friend because they have seen you playing football. Understand? So it has changed their perception they had before seeing us playing. So now they are believing even us we can do a lot of things like playing football, whatever games that expose us to different people, even outside. Yeah.
So what do you think still needs to improve in terms of support and visibility for blind athletes?
Actually, with the blind athletes, we have to, actually, let me say, we have to improve. No, they have to, we have still to seek for support in terms of financial issues. We need also to participate outside. Like if there is a world championship outside, we need to get also support from various institutions. It may not be the government, but we can get support from various institutions or companies. So we need to improve on the financial support. Actually, how to get this financial support. Whether to participate where outside. We can't stop here in Uganda playing football from here in Uganda. We need to go outside also to showcase our talents.
Okay.
To play with the outside countries. Yes.
How can people support the growth of blind football in their community?
I think they just I think blind football just has to move everywhere. For example, when you have championships, let me say the organizers of blind football championship, we have to go to every community to show our to show them about the game. So we have to make them aware about blind football. In which way? Just to visit every community, organizing what blind football or like exhibitions in different corners of Uganda. In the community, we organize exhibitions so that everyone becomes aware about blind football.
What are some of your proudest moments in your short football career? What are some of those?
My proud moments in my blind football career, it is when we won the trophy in Chambogo. Actually, it was organized by Inkpat. It is a company deals in blind equipment. It sells like blind equipment, like what trains, what any equipment belongs to person with the vision impairment. So the company is called Inkpat. It was celebrating 5 years. So it organized it was celebrating 5 years, so they organized blind football tournament, and the winner was taking the trophy and 300,000. So we were four teams. So my team, Ready Angels, won the trophy that day, and we took the 300,000. So that was my proudest moment I've ever had in blind football.
Have you represented your country or played in an international tournament yet?
Not yet. I've not yet represented my country, but I have hopes. That I will represent my country in this coming October when Uganda is hosting African Championship. I have hopes of representing my country in October, and I pray hard to be one of the, to be on the national team. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you share a memorable match or a goal that stands out for you?
My memorable match, it was 2023 championship in Lugogo. That was 2023 championship in Lugogo actually. It was between Ready Angels and Chambogo. Ready Angels won 2-0. Actually, the first goal I scored, that is my memorable goal. I will never forget. It was a free kick. I took the free kick. It was blocked by the wall actually. The wall that was in front. Let me say the wall.
The human wall?
The human wall, yeah. The human
that
wall
was set up
yeah.
To defend the goal?
To defend the goal.
Mm.
So I took the free kick. It was blocked by the human that wall. So it came back to me. I just kicked it. How can I say? Like I just kicked it. It was a rebound. So the goal, I scored a goal. So that is my memorable goal. I don't know whether it is still there in the video. I don't know whether I can show you, but you'll see it was a good goal. That's my memorable goal actually. I've ever had.
Okay. Yeah. So we go to motivation. In terms of motivation, what motivates you to keep playing?
What motivates me to keep playing blind football? I have a big dream. I have a very huge dream, with blind football, but blind football will take us very far. Will take us very far. I have hopes of going outside. I have hopes of going in the Para-Olympics with my country, Uganda. I have hopes. I have hopes of like making friends with international blind football players outside. That's why I keep on playing, because I have a big dream. I have to go outside also. I also have hopes of playing outside in the outside teams. Yeah.
Okay.
And what motivates me, it is a talent actually. It is my talent.
Okay.
A talent is a talent. Yeah.
Talent is a talent.
It's a talent.
Okay.
You can't get from a talent.
So outside football or blind football, do you have any hobbies or interests?
Yeah.
Hobbies or interests? Any?
Apart from blind,
Yeah, but apart from
football,
football, yeah.
I have hobbies also. I like music. Music is also my hobby. And if I wasn't a blind footballer, I would be a singer, an artist. Yeah, I like music, and I like it. By the even this basketball, I also like basketball, and I follow basketball so, and I follow this normal football for the sighted ones. I like films also. Those are my hobbies actually. Films, watching, sitting on TV and just listen to film.
Movies.
Movies, yeah.
Okay.
I just sit and listen to a movie. I like also movies, yeah.
So, what message do you have for young people with vision impairments who dream of playing sports or joining sports in general?
Actually, the message I have to my fellow visually impaired persons who are willing to play blind football, just they have to have like big dreams, and they have not to surrender. Sometimes, actually, many people have surrendered. They are seeing, so they have to keep on dreaming big and to keep on loving the game. So they reach to their victory actually.
So, if people, where do you think, or where can people follow your journey or support your team?
My team, actually, you can follow my. Let me talk on behalf of blind football. Because right now, my team is okay. My team is not on social media right now. I'm not saying you can follow. You can follow my team on Twitter or on YouTube, but actually you can follow us on our YouTube, Blind Football Uganda. With my team, we're just in preparations. I will open up our channels on YouTube, Twitter, what, Ready Angels, Blind Football Club. So very soon, we shall be updating you after opening up our social media accounts. You'll be seeing us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Ready Angels Football Club.
Okay.
Yes.
So everyone, thank you all for having been with us. So I've been with Ssemakula Rashid, he's here, and where he stays, this is his residence. This is Chikoni area, so this is where he stays. This is the room he stays in here. That's the room, but this is the residence where you can find him. So this is the simple area he stays in. Chikoni is just away from the main, the capital city of Uganda. So it's within Makerere area. And for him, in his short while, it's where you can find him. So this is how the residence looks like. This is it. But this is where he stays. Him. This is the room he stays in. Yeah. So thank you all for watching, and let's catch up on the next conversation with another player.